Right, good afternoon everyone. Oh, I look a bit like I've been dragged through a hedge. Anyway, just wait for a few of you to come in. Okay. People may have forgotten I'm doing 3:30 on a Friday. Just because I thought we're going to do a mini album. So we'll just wait for a few to come in. I'll just bring that up on my page as well on the iPad. There we go. We're getting some come in now. That's great news. Fabulous. So let me see if I can bring the comments up here. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Oh, there's some more coming in now. Yeah, just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me all right. That's the main thing. As soon as I put my live chat on, my picture freezes on the iPad. Typical, isn't it? But anyway, we'll get there. We'll get there. We just leave it. Okay. How are we all doing? Are we all doing okay? Oh, yes, Sarah says she can hear me okay. I can read them on my phone, but when I've got my phone up there when we're going to do our craft along, I can't read the comments then. So yes, I'm just finishing my tea. So how have we all been? Just a little heads up before we start, just to let you know that Pink Frog do, as you may have seen, I've done a little video tour of their website. They do offers over the weekend, so it runs from 12 o'clock on a Friday to 6 o'clock on Monday night. And this week is 15% off any of your super smooths. So do check out the website if you're in need of topping up, because that's a great time. Oh, hang on, what was that? Someone said they're poorly. Let me have a look. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So Sarah's feeling a bit poorly. Just join in with the chat and, you know, the laughter this afternoon. The nice thing is this is safe for 30 days, but also you'll find it on the Pink Frog YouTube channel as well. And if you go to the Pink Frog website under craft alongs, with today's date, the video will be embedded there as well, so you can see it as many times as you like. Okay, right, we've got quite a few of you in now, so I'm going to flip the camera and we'll make a start. So bear with me while I flip the camera. I'm hoping all can still hear me. So let's get that nicely positioned. I think we're about in the right spots. Oh, yes, perfect. Absolutely perfect. So, yes, this is what we're going to be making. I'm just going to prop that up a little bit. This is what we're going to be making, which is my Concertina Mini Album. So, actually, if I stand it on the side, it may be easier for you to see. This is a great little mini album. Perfect for anybody who's new as well. Okay, all the measurements for this, I will call out measurements as we're going along because it is a craft along, but if you check out the link there, you'll see that all the measurements in inches and centimeters are over on my website, so you can see them there, and I'll share the link in Pink Frog's Inspirations as well after we've done the live. And if you haven't already joined Pink Frog's Inspirations, please do. Lots of you have joined this week. It's been absolutely fabulous. So yes, please do join in, and then you get to find out all what's going on. And it's a great place to share your makes. Please share the makes that you do, because we love to see what you're creating. Oh, hi Tim, you managed to join us. That's fabulous. Well done. So you'll enjoy this, Tim, because these little mini albums like this, they're perfect. They're not too fat for postage. These are great if you do fundraising for charity or for your own craft top-up stash. These are great little minis to make because they don't take a lot of materials. super quick to do as well, which is fabulous. So these are really good if you're making to sell or for charity, things like that. These are just ideal. So let's get down with it. So what you're going to need is, we're using the 15 by 42 cardstock. I did tell you that I'm going to be using that. I used it the other day. I'm using it today, and I will be using it on next Wednesday's live as well. And I'll share a sneak peek with you at the end of this live as what I'm going to be making. The lovely Kimberly from HQ, Pink Frog HQ, is there with Fastest Fingers First for any questions. So while I'm busy crafting, any questions, however small, however silly, please, please do ask away, because the idea is that we help you as much as possible. I'm just wondering if I might bring that camera up just a little tad. Bear with. Just so I can get that's a bit better. I can get all my craft mat in. So I've got here today, I've got some black 15 by 42 that I'm going to be using for my album base. So like I've done in this one. Now Pink Frog do 15 by 42 in so many different colours. So if you go to their website and in the search bar put 15 centimetres by 42 centimetres, you'll see all the colour combinations that they have. I'm also going to be using the beautiful leather look card again. I used this on Wednesday. I'm going to bring it up to the light again, and you can see that fabulous texture. Look at that. This is a lovely textured leather look. You can see that beautifully. Absolutely. I was going to swipe the ink across, and we will be during the live, but you can see it perfectly, can't you, in the camera there. So this is our lovely leather look. So you've got that leather look on one side and it's smooth on the other side. So if you're using it for cards, you can have the leather look on the outside, but you've got a smooth inside for sort of writing your sentiments. So let's get started then. So first things you're going to need is, I'm going in with some black card to start with. So paper trimmers at the ready to start with. And you're going to take one of your, let me move my cup of tea in case all that goes flying. That could be terribly, terribly wrong. So could you see my trimmer there? So I'm going to take one sheet of the 15 by 42. And I'm actually going to cut it down to 41. Pat said, does it come in brown? Yes, it does come in brown. It comes in a lovely deep, like a deep chocolate brown. Now, let me just share. Oh, I've got another little one here that I've done. And I've used the brown as the accent on here. You might not see it so well on there. I'm trying to see if I've got a piece. Oh, yes, I can. There we go. There you go, Pat. That is the brown. So you can see the brown in contrast to the black. So if you know about our True card, yes, it comes in brown, which is gorgeous. So the first piece of card you're going to get, you're going to trim it down to 41 centimetres. So that's 41 centimetres. If you're working in inches, that's 16.5 inches. Okay. But as I said, all the measurements will be there. So we've got that one. So I'm going to pop that to one side just there. You're going to take another piece of your cardstock, and this time you're going to cut to 20 centimetres. So in the trimmer, 20 centimetres, and I've got one of those. And now I need to cut another 5 at 20 centimetres. Now all will become clear. It's the way the instructions have been written. You're going to end up with little pieces like that, but don't worry. So we're going to need 5 of these. So that's 2. Nearly lost count then already. 3. 4 and 5. Okay, I can't see any comments coming up, but if you have, Kim's there to help you out, so just ask away. So the next thing we're going to need is our trusty scoreboards. So I'm going to use the Scoremaster today. So Pink Frog actually carry these. So if you're in need of a scoreboard, this is a smaller one. This is to take your A4 size. So you've got your centimetres on one side that goes up to 20 and a half. Well, 21 is right on the edge. And you've also got inches on the reverse as well. But we're going to work with the centimetres. But while we're working with centimetres, I will give you the measurements for the inches as well. Can you please stop getting us hooked on photo memory books? Oh, I love that one. They are very addictive. I will put my hands up. They are very addictive. But it's a lovely hobby to have, isn't it? So, yes. And it's nice to create things. Get our pictures off our phones. So we've got our pile of the pieces that are all cut at 20. But I'm going to start with the first piece, which is your longer ones. This was your 41 by 15 centimetres, or if you're doing inches, 16.5 by 5 7/8. So on this one, you're going to score at 20 centimetres on each end. So if I pop this in, I'm going to score at 20 centimetres. Oh, come out my channel. 20 centimetres. Give it a half turn, and then 20 centimetres again. If you're working in inches, not a problem at all. You're going to score at 8.5 inches. I don't think that's right. I'll check my measurements on that one. So the next thing I'm going to tell you to do is on this one is give this, oh, throw my scissors around, give this a little burnish. I'm not worried that I've come off the line there, because I can, we're going to be covering that with some more cardstock. So just get both those score lines done. Now you'll know this is our Pink Frog True card, so it's colour right through to the core. Okay, so that is going to be our cover for our album. So then we're going to score the rest of these. So you're going to take one of them, okay, and with one of these you're going to score at 18 centimetres on the long sides. You're just doing one score line at 18 centimetres. Okay. And we'll just give that a little burnish, because that's an only one. And I'm going to pop that on my pile here as well. Now you've got the other 5 pages that we've done at 20. And this time we're going to score these on both ends. So you're going to come in at 2 centimetres on both ends. So let's do a 2 centimetres on here. And I'll tell you what, we could just go straight in. It's not very easy to see in this light that I've got so many bright lights coming down on me. It's not dark yet, but I'm sure by the time we come to the end it will be. So 2 centimetres. I'm not loving these dark nights. I don't know about anybody else. And you're going to do that on all 5 of those. Okay. Oh. That one. Couple more. It's lovely to hear that you're enjoying these craft alongs as well. I've had some lovely messages, and also it's nice to see that you're making things along and sharing them over on the Pink Frogs Inspirations page, because it's just fabulous to see what you make with the Pink Frog products. I'm glad I'm not the only one not enjoying the dark nights. I'm seeing a couple of messages come up, so that's good. Right, so we've done all our scorings. We can pop that out the way. And you know what I'm going to tell you to do. Yes, we're going to burnish. Now, when we burnish these, I want you to burnish one way and then burnish the other way, because we're making a concertina that's going to have movements. Okay, so you're going to do it on both sides. Now, I'm using the Teflon bone folder, and you will actually see, and it wasn't till, I mean, I've had mine for ages and love it, and it wasn't till Heather, one of the ladies on the design team, said to me, she said, the thing I like about it the most is, particularly when you're burnishing black card, you don't get a shiny mark, because some plastic bone folders can leave you know, a mark on it. So just to I'd never thought about it before, but it was just something came up when we were chatting. So okay, so we're just carrying on with this. Now, the other time I asked if everybody was okay, the lovely Tracy messaged me after. She said, I couldn't comment because you said I was too busy crafting with you. Which I thought was hilarious. I thought, well, yes, if you're busy crafting, you haven't got time to type as well. But it was lovely that she messaged me afterwards. Okay. So we're getting here with this. It's all gone quiet on the comments. Is that because you're crafting? I do hope so. But do remember, you can always watch it back on Pink Frog's YouTube channel. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do. And it will also be available on the website, so you can get it from there as well. And also, I forgot to tell you, the Pink Frog have now got their eBay shop up and running. So if you need goods sending outside the UK, you can do it through the eBay shop. So worth thinking about that one as well. Right, while we're here doing this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some 9mm red line tape. Okay, so I've got the 9mm here as well, and I've got, so this is the one that's got the 1 score on. Just pop that to one side for the moment with your cover. We're just working on the 5 sort of pages. Okay. Oh, Tracy's there. She says she loves these craft alongs. Oh, I am pleased. I am pleased. So I've got 9mm tape here. I've got 9mm tape because it means, I'll just share with you, you can put 2 lines of tape. Let me just trim that off. 2 lines of tape together in the size that we've scored. Now, if we had 12mm tape, we'd have a gap. And if we'd had the 6, we'd have a gap. Now, when you put your tape on, you can see that it looks red. If you burnish it with your bone folder, you will see that the red, it goes darker. And what this is doing, this is pushing the fibres of the glue into the paper. Okay, so we're going to do one side on all 5 of these. So you're going to have to listen to me nattering because I've got no one else to talk to apart from you lot. So all good to know. So popping that on. And I told you the other day how much I like the red line tape from Pink Frog, because you actually get 30 metres on each roll, which is a lot more than most others. Okay. And it's got a plastic core, as in here on the roll. And by having a plastic core, me being a crafter on the go, what happens is, as you keep putting it in and out your craft bag, I've had ones with a paper on the inside or cardboard, and they just end up giving way and getting in a mess, and I end up throwing it away. So at least when I've got this with the plastic core, I use it right to the very end. So all good. Okay. That one. Got 2 more to do. So if you've got any crafty friends and they haven't joined in with the craft alongs, do tell them about us. Okay, and the other thing again, as I said earlier on, is if you've missed out on any, okay, you can quite easily go back to the Pink Frog website, go to Craft Alongs with Claire and Dawn, and you'll see past dates there. If you open them up, you'll see the videos there, and you'll also see a shopping list of craft alongs we've done. So you can still enjoy them after they've been and gone. So far we've had, I did a Masket one, we've done, we did the Poppy card the other day with the 15 by 42. Claire did the lovely large cracker box. And I do believe, I think it's Monday, Kim will correct me, I think it's going to be the stencil film. Am I correct, Kim? So I'm sure that will be shared. But if you sign up again to the Pink Frog's Inspirations newsletter, you know, we try and send a newsletter out once a week just to remind you of the days and times of the live, so you don't miss out. Okay, right, that's those 5 done. And then what I am going to do is I'm going to put some tape. This is the one that's got the 1 score on it. Going to pop some tape on here as well. Now these books are great because you can decorate them however you want. I'm going to go in with the leather look card and a swiping ink technique, keeping it quite plain. Yes, it's a stencil film. Thank you, Kim. Was that on the 11th? Can't remember what days we're on. So yeah, so do sign up to the newsletter and you'll find out what's going on. Right, so that's all that bit done for now. So let me put my tape just back in its bag for a minute. I might need some more shortly, but we'll make a start. So we've got here your cover, okay, and this is going to be the top piece. If I bring in my finished one, where did I pop it? So you got your cover, and then this one with the single piece is this top piece here. So this piece I'm just going to put to one side for a moment. And what we're going to concentrate on is the long piece that all joins together. Okay, so we'll start off with that. I'm going to put my cover to one side as well so we don't get confused with things. So let's have this as this would be the back. If I try and show you in here, you'll see what I mean. So this page here is going to be this one that's yellow and orange. So we're going to keep this piece plain and join on the next piece. So this is the plain piece. This would go onto the back of your cover. And so I'll put it around that. That's going to go to the back of your cover. And this is going to join to the next one. So I'm going to just rip off the tape, and because I've burnished it down as well, they will come off very easily. So now take your next piece, but have it this time with your red line tape up. So let me just slide that there. So that's the bottom piece. That's going to join to the back of the cover. Okay, taking the red line tape off here. I've got red line tape here and nothing on here. This piece is going to stick to here. So what I like to do is, if you just bend it back, just bang it on your glass mat, making sure you've got it all level and square, and then you can just push the two pieces together and give it a burnish. Okay, and now we take the red line tape off the other side. So all the time you've got the red line tape coming towards you. So I've got my tape backing off this side, red line tape to top here. So this is now going to join to here. So again, you can make sure that's bent back a bit. Just bang it on your desk to make sure it's all lined up. And then just push them together and give that a burnish. And you're just going to continue in the same way. Okay, so just removing that. So the sticky piece is this side. So red line tape up this side. Fold that piece back. Give it a little bang on your desk. And then push the two of those together. And then tape off this side. So you will get into a routine with it. And again, like all of them, once you've done a few, they are addictive. I do apologise. Well, no, I don't apologise, because I love making them. And they are good fun to make. So, you know, why not brighten someone's day? Get those photographs printed off and passed on to people. Okay, so far, if I lay it on the desk like that, you can see. Can you see we've got that lovely concertina going on? Okay, so now let's just lay it back down, and we're going to put the last piece on. So this was this piece that's going to be on the front cover. I have put red line tape on here as well, but it doesn't matter, because it'll all be fine. So we're going to take both these off. So red line tape off that one. Doesn't matter if you do tape to tape. I think when I did my first video years ago, I did tape to tape just to give it a bit more strength, but it's not a necessity. It does help though. So just lining that one up. Whoop. And just let that go down. So that's all good. So then this piece is going to go into our cover, but we're not going to put it in our cover yet because we haven't decorated. But what I am going to do is pop the red line tape on it. So I know that one is going in the back cover. So pop that on there. And basically, you pop that in the back of your book, and that is your main book made. That is how quick these are to make. It's the decoration, a bit like picking pattern papers, that takes longer. But I'm going to teach you something that's really quick to do for decoration for these albums. Right. Okay, so that's going in the back of the book, so I'll just pop that there for now, but you can see it's all starting to come together. So now let's look at the decoration. So I'll pop that to one side, and this time I'm going to use that lovely leather looked card. Who has picked any up yet? Because it is fabulous, this leather look card. It is just gorgeous. I mean, it's just picking it up there, isn't it? You can see all that gorgeous texture going on there. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm going to use this for my decoration. All right, so we're going to cut some up. So let me pop that to one side and bring my trimmer in. Now I've already cut 2 pieces for my covers, because if you joined me with the masket on Craft Along the other day, I did this technique where we stamped the peony collection and we used the masket and I inked through. So I'm going to actually use that for my covers. So if you haven't done this, you're going to need to cut yourself 2 covers that are 19 centimetres by 14 centimetres. And you're going to cut a little strip that is 14 centimetres by 3/4 of a centimetre. Okay, so you cut those while I just tell people in inches. So if it's inches, it's going to be 7 3/4 by 5.5, and then 3/8 of an inch by 5.5. So that's my front and back covers. So I'm going to pop those there. So I'll give you a minute just to cut those, and then we will cut the rest. Okay, give me a thumbs up when you're ready, if anybody's crafting along with me. I can't see any chat, but this is what happens. I turn it off and it goes. Right, so we've got the front and back covers. So the next bit we're going to do is the inside covers. So when I talk about the inside covers, this one here, this strip here, and the back one here. Okay, so you're going to need one that is 19 centimetres by 14. So that's one of those. And I'm still using my card blanks for it because I'm only taking that little strip off. Okay, so it's just easier to, and I want to use that lovely leather look as well. And then you're going to need 2 that are 17 centimetres by 14. So that's 1. And 2, so that's 17 centimetres by 14 centimetres. So if you're doing that, it's 6 3/4 inches by 5.5. And you're going to need 1 piece, I'm going to use this little scrap here, of 1.5 centimetres by 14 centimetres. Or if you're in old money, that would be 5/8 of an inch by 5.5. Okay, so that's that. So that's for our in and outside covers. And the next thing you're going to do is to cut 11 pieces for all the photo mats that are going to be 15 by 14. So we know that our 15 by 14 is 15. So what we're going to do, let me just bring this up, we're going to cut them in 14 centimetre sections. So that's 1, and you're going to need 11. Okay, 11 of these. So that's 2. 3, 4. See, it soon happens. 4. I'm counting to myself now. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, and one more piece, which is 11. And you know I'm not going to waste that, because straight away I can put a score in that and I've got a half fold card straight off. So never throw anything away, because you never know when you're going to need it. So let me just put the rest of this lovely leather look to one side for one moment. Move my paper trimmer out the way, and then we can make a start on starting to decorate these up. So what I'm going to do to start with, I'm going to bring in my blending mats, just purely I then haven't got to keep wiping my glass mat down. So these are the big blending mats from Pink Frog. Okay, these come in really handy. They're nice because if you're a crafter on the go, you can just pop it in your bag. But like now, it saves me having to wipe my glass mat down. So I'm looking for my ink pad. There we go. We'll have that one. And I've done the front cover like that. So I'm just going to go in with the same colour now. And I'm just going to blend around the edge with a blending tool and brush, sponge. You could do this with a brush as well. Now this is on Super Smooth that I've used for the front and back cover, because I used it the other day with the craft along I was showing you with the masket. But don't forget, your Super Smooth is on offer this weekend, so the offer has already started with that fabulous discount. Okay, so don't forget about that one, and topping up if you need to. All right, so I'm just bringing this in just to take a little bit of plainness off the back of that. And then I think I'm going to come in with I'm going to do that little bit for the spine as well. I'm just going to do top and bottom on there. Or should we do a bit more? Do a bit more. There we go. And I was going to find my brush just to bring that in to the middle. So this is on the Super Smooth. Okay, you can see how lovely it blends. Okay. Right, I think that is enough of that colour for now. So what I will do is take my cover and we'll stick these straight on. So I'm going in with my EVA glue for this. Okay. I've just topped mine up this afternoon. So don't be, tempted to go directly from the large bottle, even though it's got that nozzle on it. Always decant it into your finer nozzle bottles, because you've got more control. You can go close to the edge, but you're not on it. Pop that on. I might put some extra stamping on this as well later on, but I'm conscious that I want to get as much done as possible with you while you're watching. And then this little strip can go along the back of the spine. Okay. So that's for our front and back covers. So let me pop that out the way. And then I'm going to look at, so we've got our inside covers. So let's do those ones first. So in my fashion, You know what I tell you when you do a pile of anything? Turn it over. So the next ones on the list is this one here, this one here, and the one that's going to be at the back there, and this one here. Okay, and then to have this matching, so I'm going to do all those the same colour, and then to have it matching, I'm going to do the next one as well the same colour. So I'm going to have all those the same colour. So what I'm going to do is, rather than blending, because really when you think about it, time you add your 6x4 photo, so say we've got a photograph here, 6x4, time you add that on, you're not actually going to see a lot. So this is why I'm just going to do a swiping technique, but you could quite easily go in with your blending sponge as well if you want to. All right, so let me share with you what a swiping technique is. Oh, let me put the lid on my glue. I've forgotten about that. Don't forget to wipe your ends and get your glue back on. There we go. So ink pad, I'm just using Distress ink here, and all I'm going to do, in fact I'm going to do it on my blending mat, it's easier, just do a swiping technique. And what it is actually doing, if you look, it's bringing out the texture of that lovely leather look card. Okay, so we're just going to do that swiping technique. Now I'm going to do that on all of them. Make sure I've got the nice leather look showing, because time you add a photograph on here, you're not seeing much of what's going on in the background. So I could have done stamping, I could have used pattern papers, you know, there's lots of different things that you can do. Because I'm on my blending mat here, you're probably thinking you're wasting a lot of ink on there, Dawn. What you can do, and I'm not going to do it today because I want to be sharing with you how much I could possibly do, you can spritz that with water and go in with your super smooth, and you could be mopping that up as a mop-up technique. So that again is why the blending mats are quite good. But I'm just going to smoosh this over. Okay, and we'll do our little strip as well. There we go, that's that colour. Now obviously because I'm using the oxide one as well, it's more juicy, put it that way. Okay, so I'm happy with that, that's done. So I'm just going to lay, because they're still a little bit damp, I could have brought my, oh, I have got my heat gun, but we'll leave those for a minute so I know they're all for the covers. So now let's bring in the next two, and this is where I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going on the leather look side, and I'm just going to randomly now pick out some colours. So let's have worn lipstick, but this is where you can have fun with it. The little ones are perfect for this because they're just the right size. So just a little bit of Distress ink, same on the next one, but you've got all that fabulous texture, can you see, showing through on there as we're doing it. That's the other nice thing about it, you're seeing all that fabulous texture from the cardstock, and that's why I think having the texture cardstock, that's why I just wanted to share it more as well. So we'll have two in that colour. Let's get another two, and you're going to just carry on like this with me. We're just going to grab inks. Oh, let's have a bit of mustard. Oh, actually, no, I won't have mustard seed. I'll tell you what, let's have the, oh, too many choices of colours. Let's have some dried marigolds. But you can choose as many colours, or if you want to keep it all a single colour, again, the choice is absolutely yours. But really quick and easy to do. It's a fabulous technique. So don't ever, you know, think, oh, that's not a very good technique. this works really well as well, just going off pieced again, as I do, with the Pink Frog linen card. This works. This is a lovely technique for that. And even the watercolour card, because you've got that texture in the background. So this time I'm using a bit of cracked pistachio. And I'm still on my original distress inks that are years old. So you're not really using masses of ink. It might seem like you are, but you're not. Because I'm still on my originals. Let's have a bit, or let's have peacock feathers. That's nice and bright. Because I'm getting towards the end now, yeah. Only 2 more colours to go. Are you liking this swiped technique? Give me a thumbs up or a hearts if you think this is quite a good way of just adding colour to the edge, particularly if you're going to stick photographs on. I would love to know. And I'll tell you what, let's go in with a bit of, let's have seedless preserves for the last one. Okay. Now the other thing I would like to use in this project are the word stamps from Pink Frog. Now the word stamps came out a couple of years ago to use with our memory books and folios, and I worked with Gwen, Mrs. Pink Frog, and we bought out a selection of lovely word stamps, but I didn't want them all together because I wanted you to be able to mix and match to make up your own words and sentiments. See how easily that wipes off, and it's not pooling lots of water, which is good. Anyway, I digress. Where's my stamping platform? I had it. There we go. It's just here, my stamping platform. Now, we're going to use, so I'm going in with my word stamps. Sorry, I've gone off at a tangent. So there's several of the word stamps. We've got memories and moments, time to travel, remember when, family and friends, and life on camera. So there's 5 different word stamps and they all work really well together. I will put some images up so you can see, or perhaps Kim will put some images up on Pink Frog's inspiration so you can see what the stamps are like. But I'm going with life in camera because there's this fabulous camera stamp. And this is what we're going to use. I love this camera stamp. It's brilliant because if you're making these to sell, someone knows straight away where to stick the photographs. All right. So you've got to remember to have your 14 centimetres. As we're looking at our book, let me bring this back in again to share. As we're looking at our book, you need to have your 14 centimetres going down that way. All right. Because remember we cut these down in size. Okay. So if you line this up with the first one, you'll be set to go with all of them. So in my stamping platform, if you haven't got a stamping platform as well, Pink Frog, I've got you covered with that as well. I'm just going to use some black ink. I think this was the one I re-inked, so it should be nice and juicy, she says. There we go. So this will tell people where to actually stamp, or not stamp, stick their photographs. So I'm just going to go in and do all of these. Okay. Just making sure I've got the right way round. I think I need to add some more inker on this. I know I'm going on to textured cards, so that might be the difference as well. I'm sure I had 2 black ones. Wonder if my other one is around here. Let's have a quick look. I did start to tidy up my craft room this week, but you know what it's like, we get distracted. I get distracted because then I start doing even more crafting. No, my other black one isn't in here. But never mind, we'll carry on. So making sure I've got these the right way around. It's quite good actually because it's letting, that's dried off nicely now. I could have popped my heat gun on it, but I don't need to. And don't forget to stick around to the end and I'll show you what I'm going to be making on Wednesday's Craft Along Live. It's a lovely gift and a card all in one. So I hope you can join me for that one as well. So I know it looks a bit strange like that with just the background, but once you've got your photos on it, honestly, you don't need to add any more. Oh, let's pop that down again. There we go. Oh, let's do the pistachio ones first. So you know with your stamping, lots of tapping. Now, what's everyone going to be up to this weekend? Are you going to be doing some crafting? I'm going to be very crafty weekend for me. So tomorrow I'm going to be at the lovely Heather's Christmas card marathon. So we're having a whole day of making Christmas cards. So that's tomorrow. And then on Sunday, I'm going to be at Edwinstowe Scrappers. So I'm going to have a day scrapbooking. So I've got a very crafty weekend on my agenda, which will be fabulous. So I'm not too concerned with these at the moment. Right, this one is this way round. So yeah, leave me a message and tell me what you're up to this weekend. If you're doing any crafting, I'd love to know. Love to know. I'm just nosy. I like to know what people are doing. And I can't believe it's the 1st of November. So I'm going to get one more advent calendar made as well. So I've still got time to get that done. So got my card all ready. Just got to cut my boxes out. I've done my frame. So need to do that. Right. See, it's not taking too long at all. We're moving on very quickly. Let me just wipe that mess up. And then we can get this all stuck together. So let me pop that away, back in its folder. All right, so that can go in there. And we can start adding these elements to our book. So I'm just going to move my blending mat out the way at the moment. So I've finished doing that part. And where's my book? Is it under here? That's part of it. There we go. All under here. So we've done our front and back covers. So let's make a start with adding the rest of this. Now I'm not going to attach my main pages just yet. Okay. So that one needs to go on there. That one needs to go on there. So let's start gluing these in. Let's get this coming out better. That's better. had a little airlock in it. I filled it up this afternoon and it's had a... Still got an airlock in it. Where's my other one gone? Might have to use my finer one. Oh, what's that one? No, that is the finer one. Might have to use that one. Let's swap my lids. Excuse me a minute while I just swap my lids over. Got my other one here. Let's see if that does the trick. You can hear it spurting. There we go. Right. No, it's still playing a yap. I want it to come out faster than that. So let's pop that one away and then we'll try going with the fine nozzle. I've just got glue on my desk now. There we go. So you don't have to use too much glue, even though you're putting a lot down. I know we say this, Claire and I, every time, but less is definitely best. So this is on the black that I'm going on to here. And it's that one that's going to go there. That's correct. Just making sure I get the right ones in the right place. You will notice when they're not. I have got another yellow one somewhere. And I'm cross because I can't lay my hands on it right this moment, which is very frustrating. I thought it was here in my craft bag. Aha! It's down the bottom. It's down the bottom. How dare it? Let's try this one. So that one's on there. I'm going to put this fine nozzle on here so that one doesn't get clogged up. Now this is going to go, so you're going to put that onto there. So you'll see it's like a jigsaw puzzle. All the pieces start to come together. See, this one's flowing better. Had an airlock in that other one. How silly. So just pop that on there. And then that would be the back side here. So this one is going to go on here. Now, as I said, I'm not going to attach my main pages until we've stuck all these mats in, purely because it's a lot easier to do it while they're not in. So I'm going to leave that up there, but you can see all that nice texture from the leather. So what you're going to do, because I like to do sort of twos togethers, so I'm going to open that out like that, and let's have a bit of the pink colour going on this time. So I'm going just on here. So you've got that nice black border. Now these strips down here, I haven't actually done with you. So if you want to add your colour strips, feel free and pop those in afterwards. I'm just conscious of time. But I will give you all the measurements for those if you wanted to do those as well. Lay that back like that. Let's have a bit of yellow going on now. So yeah, the measurements are there, and they are there in inches as well as centimetres. So if you're not crafting along with me at this precise moment in time, you can always come back and do it. The video will be on the Pink Frog website and there on the craft along section, and also on their YouTube channel. So please don't forget, if you want to watch it again, you can very easily. That's the great thing about it. So you're never going to miss one. And if you have missed one, you can always come back and watch it again and again. I just like putting the two colours together. But this is a great, what I call a, I think it's nice for like an Anna's brag book, because it'll fit perfectly into a handbag. So it's perfect for anything like that. And you know what nanas are like. They love to share pictures of the grandchildren. And again, with Christmas coming up, this is perfect to give as a gift. So if you've got children and, you know, they can write little sentiments. That's what I used to do with my mum. I used to give the children a piece of paper and ask them to write a little note to Nanny and Grandad. You know, and it's those memories that you're never going to get back. So you need to preserve them. So last two. This is, I've said it before when I made this years back, it's the perfect project for an afternoon. Particularly now the nights are starting to draw in. It's starting to get dark outside now here. So it's nice to have a quick project to pop together. Let's pop that one on there. And then we can add this to our book, to our folder now. Oh, round that way. So what I haven't done with you is I haven't done papers. I haven't done these little strips here. So if you wanted to add those little strips, no problem at all. They are 1.5 centimetres by 14 centimetres, or 5/8 of an inch by 5.5. So you can add those and do that same inky technique if you wish. Okay, so you can do that with them as well. But let's add this to our project. So we've got the spine of our book here. You can see the two pieces there. So that's your spine. So this piece is going to attach on here. So let me just put my lid on my glue before I forget. Put that on there. Put that up there. Right, take our red line tape off. Okay, it's all in one block, so you're not really going to go wrong. But try and line it up with the, I'm trying to see the hinges. It's not very easy now it's dark. In fact, that might pay. Let's do that. So let's line it up this side. I'm upside down now, folks. So I've got my hinge and then I've got my space. I'm all lined up on this side. So I know the book all goes together the same size. There we go, in. And then if I just lift that up and bring my bone folder in, I can't do it left-handed. Burnish that down. So there you go. That is our concertina book all made. That didn't take any time at all. What did that take? That took about an hour from start to finish, even with the decoration of like doing all the inky words and things like that as well. So, oh, Kim's got a good, actually, if you've got an air block, bang it on the desk. I've never thought of that one, so I'm going to have to try that out. But there you go. In about an hour, we've made a concertina book. No problems at all. Okay. So, absolutely perfect to give, keep for yourself, get your photographs printed off. This will take 14 6x4 photographs. So absolutely perfect. Not too thick if you want to post as well. Nice little project. So I do hope you've enjoyed making this with me. I've enjoyed it. It's been a nice crafty Friday afternoon. I love it. So, oh, well done, Tim. You're going to give this one a go. This would be perfect for your charity stall that you do. These will go down really well. So, absolutely amazing. They're really quick to make. Now, would you like me to share with you what I'm going to be making on Wednesday? Give me a thumbs up and hearts if you fancy seeing what I'm going to be making on Wednesday on my craft along. Because I can't see any comments, so give me some thumbs up and let me know what you're thinking. Oh, I'm seeing some thumbs up and hearts now. That's good. That's what I like to see. And then I can see if anybody's with me. Oh, yes, lots and lots and lots. Right. So let me share with you what I'm going to be making Wednesday. Oh, I've got it. I've got it out. Right. It's not all together, so bear with me. So you're getting sneak peeks. So on Wednesday, we're going to be making a twofer. Okay. We're going to be making these beautiful... I can't craft along, but I couldn't see what Pam was saying then. Stop reading the messages, Dawn. Ah, right, no problem at all. So we're going to be using these lovely snowflake Christmas trees. So these are dies from Pink Frog. There is the small and the large. So if you go to the website, to the craft along section, you will be able to see the items that I'm going to be using with the craft along. I'm going to be using that lovely white non-shed glitter, but look at the detail in these. I haven't got a flat one with me, but we're going to make these because they go back to back. So they actually make beautiful Christmas decorations. But we're doing it with a twist because we're not just making Christmas decorations. Again, using our lovely leather look 15 by 42 cards, we are going to make a slider card. But this is a slider card with a difference, because this slider card will actually, let me tie this in, will actually hold your decoration. No pressure doing this live, but there we go. So let's just tie a bow, because you can make your Christmas decoration. So rather than sending somebody just a Christmas card, you can send them a Christmas card, but it's a gift. So they can pop it on their Christmas tree. So let's just poke that down there. There we go. So you're going to have the bow at the top. So it's still going to fit in an envelope, nice and flat. But you've got that lovely, beautiful Christmas decoration in the middle. And the good thing about it as well is, because the way I've made it, you'll be able to fit the smaller Christmas tree or the larger Christmas tree in the slider card. So you can choose. So that's what I'm going to be making on Wednesday. So do check out the craft along if you want to gather your supplies ahead of time, because these dies are glorious. But let's go back to today's project and our lovely concertina book. And I'm just going to take the camera down so I can see you. So just bear with me for a moment while I turn the camera around. Oh, there we are. I can see everybody. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. I can see you. So I just want to say a big thank you for joining me this afternoon. I've really enjoyed it. It's been a lovely Friday afternoon crafting, and you can decorate your book as you like with as many things. You know, you could personalize this. It could be, you know, it could be photos from a holiday. It could be a baby brag book. It could be the children in the year, because you can get 14 photos in here. So you could do one one for each month of the children and a couple of extras. So there's lots of different ways that you can use these little books. And please do join me on Wednesday, where we're going to be doing our Christmas decoration in a slider card. Again, using the same card size. Now, if those of you that joined me last Wednesday, do you remember on the, when you get your unscored card from Pink Frog, you get your sheet with all the different folds in. And on Wednesday, we did the first 5 on the sheet for the 15 by 42. So this Wednesday, I'm going to do the other 5 from that sheet, as well as we're going to make that gorgeous card and the little hanging Christmas decorations. So thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. I do hope you've enjoyed it. And if you've had a go, please, please share me your makes on Pink Frog's inspiration, because I'd love to see them. And so would the Pink Frog crew back at HQ. I know they'd love to see them as well. So thank you very much. I'm going to say goodbye. Have a lovely weekend and stay safe. And I will see you next week. So bye for now.